Hello, my Sabbath school members. Welcome back to our Sabbath school class. Today, I'll be talking on lesson 12. Yes, and the caption of lesson 12 is living with each other. Last week, we learned living with Christ. We learned how to live with Christ, how to act like Christ. Now, learning how to live with Christ will help you to learn how to live with your fellow human being. Our memory test is taken from the book of Colossians 4, verse 6. And as usual, I'll be reading from our study guide. And it says, let your speech always be with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how you ought to answer each one. Yes, Sabbath afternoon. Now, into the story. When I read the first paragraph of this lesson, I laughed so much because it reminded me of my first year in the university hostel. Yes, we were 8 girls in one room. I can tell you that it was not a very good experience. It was terrible. Yeah. Now, the first few months while staying in the hostel, it was filled with arguments, malice, fights. But then, towards the end of the first year, this thing stopped. Does it mean we got mature? Does it mean we just grew overnight? No, that's not what happened. We got to understand each other. We got to know the do's and don'ts of each other. We got to respect people's belief and their idea. We got to build that boundary, and somehow there was peace. Yes, because we learned how to correct with love. We learned how to be soft spoken to each other. Now, this week, Paul has provided us with principles that will help a Christian family function. These principles will also help us in our day-to-day activities, how we live in the hostel, our interaction with people in marketplaces, our workplaces, and so on. And that will take us to Sunday lesson. And Sunday lesson is captioned what? Husbands and wives. Husbands and wife. In this time, we are having controversial topics on how a man should treat his wife and how a woman should treat her husband. Now, many have come to the conclusion that a woman should become a man's humble servant, while others have pushed the narrative that marriage shouldn't be hierarchical. But what does the Bible say about all this? Now, the Bible stated that the man is the head of the family as Christ is the head of the church. Wives should submit to their husbands in loyalty, as also do they to the what? To the Lord. Now, this does not mean that wife's individuality should be swallowed up by that of her husband, nor he should act as her conscience. No. In a bid to portray how the man should show love to his wife, Christ used his love for the church as an illustration. For the church, he gave himself up, and for his wife, the husband should do what? Give himself up too. And no doubt, love, selfless as this, makes it easier for the wife to do what? Obey God's command to respect her husband. A healthy Christian marriage is characterized by mutuality, consultation, and thinking things through together. Sometimes making decisions that also involve the idea of the children. But then the Bible tells us that in a situation where there is no agreement, wives should succumb to that of their husband as far as what they are doing is not violating the word of God. Your wife and taking their advice makes you happy. Yes, if you will not agree, I can remember a lot of times my dad will end up telling us, thank God I listened to your mother, even though he will not want to say it in front of my mom. So husband and wife working as a team leads to a happier marriage. Marriage, the Bible does not say in any way that the woman should become a slave, that her personality should disappear because she got married to you as a husband. You as a husband, you are meant to love your wife as Christ loved the church of God. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye.